Finally, now we're back. I don't know what happened. I mean, I do. I just don't want to admit it. It's kind of weird. Defiance 1? What happened to Defiance 2? Such a cool image that has never been upgraded, up-rendered, upscale. Wow, look at me graphics. Alright. I don't remember it being this blocky and choppy. Is something weird going on? No, it seems correct. Oh, here we go. Now we load it. Oh! Does it feel right? Feel like... What the hell is that? That's not supposed to happen. I changed some settings on the PS, on the emulator, so... Maybe that's what's happening? It's not light enough. I can't see. Jiminy. Jiminy, I can't see. Oh my god, how many fucking shadows? This is the most annoying enemy of the series so far. They're not difficult, but they're stupid. What's going on? They keep coming, just like the years. They never stop coming. Maybe I need the light reaver or some shit. Where is this? Was I supposed to be here? I need to know if there's been a reference in dancing on the ceiling. Has anyone made a reference to dancing in the ceiling in this scene? Because if it has happened, then fuck. Ah, here we go. Am I watching the right thing? The thing? What the fuck is the chat doing all the way over there? Oh, okay. So we're good. This is not supposed to be here. Oh no, this is the audio. Oh, alright. So where do we need to go? Because I honestly don't remember. Oh, okay. I think, well, I got the light reaver. So now I can escape or some shit.
Perforate Phantasmal Tempest.
Phantasmal Tempest. This game is so wonky. It's so like it brings back memories. We're back. No, it didn't die. I started it and then ended it like a minute after. Because I was like, why is my controller not responding? Why isn't it working? Ooh. Does more blood need to be shed? Oh, it fell down. Oh, okay, that's weird. But yeah, no. It turns out that I was... because I was playing Obscure, which is ironically a period obscure game. That's the name of the game. For the PS2. It's imagine Resident Evil 2 and 3, like the fixed camera angles, but cooperative, like in the same screen. So I was playing that with my wife. So I was grabbing the second controller, not the first controller, and I was like, why isn't this fucking thing working? And then I noticed the giant, like the large fucking cable going towards the other controller, and I felt like an idiot, and I was like, oh my god, my time machine works. I'm 10 years old again. Helicopter! Oh shit, there we go. What the fuck? There's a priest in here doing some shitty. Come on. Oh, he has runes. Fuck. Wretched vampire. Son of a bitch. Ah. I love a camera. Show me more of this. Come on, that was like a 50 million fucking like. What are we talking about? 250 round trip to where? I'm reading, but I'm my concentration, my other personality is taking over. Did I actually like blind them? Like Goku? A7X. I thought it was Avenged Sevenfold. I thought that was what you were showing me. Ooh. Since we're going over there. Am I going over here? I don't know if I'm going over here. Avenged Sevenfolded like an X. Oh, okay. Well, it's not bad. I think I was hearing that someone had a house somewhere in Mexico. I'll find out who is it that I know over there, and then I'm pretty sure someone, either you or me or someone knows someone over there. A little something something, you know what I'm saying? The game is behaving erratically. I'm a fucking chicken. This is the kind of like stabilization that I need for my camera. Oh fuck. Alright. I mean either. I've never been to the fucking city. I mean I did this already. There we go. Now, my wife was over there. She's been there a couple times. Yeah, I've been here. This is the mausoleum or whatever. Because I'm using the shadow Riva. I am Spawn. The one who knocks. Who do you think will win in a fight? Spawn or Ghost Rider? They're technically both from hell. My money's on Ghost Rider, obviously. Why purple? I don't know. The river is kind of purple-ish. You see, it's purple. You see, it's grape. It's basically grape. It's a grape flavor river. It just turns you... Oh, shit. What the fuck? Where did you come from? Fuck you guys. I want to leave. I want to leave. I want to make like a tree and leaf. I want to make like a banana and split like a baby and head out. Ooh. Is this it? I seriously don't know where I'm going. I just know I need to get out. I need to kill Stephen Hawking soul. Here we are. I need to be purple. I'm creeping. I've been here before. I played these games before. And I don't know if it's the right way. Let me see. I seriously, what the fuck? It's been a while. Dude, my graphics, what the fuck? Let's see. Like, it bothers me so goddamn much. Like, what's going on? Let's see. He's doing some weird shit. Like, do you remember it being this bad? I don't remember it having like texture poppings. Which seems fucking weird. Bilinear. Like, look at this. Look at it, like how awful I look. Now I look normal. But it's like it's happening like with Mario 64. Like the further away you are, the stupider you look. Like now here, I look stupid. You can see the moment where I change. You can look at it. Look at it. It's fucking weird. That's not supposed to happen. I guess maybe it does. I don't remember. I mean, maybe I'm like obsessing over this shit, but it doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, Rezio, check the ground. Does he look like a bitch? I'm sorry. Alright, I guess I'll let it go. I'm gonna pull an Elsa and just let it go. So, but I don't remember it being like this. He's screwing with me! He knows what he's doing. He's fucking with me. No, it doesn't matter. The emulator upscales a lot of shit automatically for you. And I moved some settings around because other games were behaving weird. Son of a bitch, is there... "23 years old, yes sir. Now we can drink. This game officially can fucking drink." And that's what we're doing. I have a drink. You pull a drink up on your hand. You rise it up to the heavens and you say salud. I don't know if this is the right way to go. This is the name of the game. You remember what was going on? Would you be a doll and look at the last 10 minutes of the previous stream? What the fuck happened? I guess we can go that way. Wow, this looks like shit. Honestly, this game, it didn't look like that. This is officially weird. No, I'm not I didn't need that column. Who's trying to make a concoction of chocolate? A dessert fit for mortals. Another checkpoint. Stephen Hawking, come on. Here we go. I never got the hype with Stephen Hawking. He was so smart, why was he paralyzed? He can figure it out. He could have figured it out, right? Son of a bitch. Why was she a cripple? There we go. I think that's the... I haven't been there. This is the soul. I mean the sun. Yeah, he's the fucking definition of like, he put every other task on background. He was like, fuck it, let's just focus on the raw processing power of the GPU. And go from there. His dick still worked, as far as I know. Here we go. We change the light. The light bringer.
The gate yielded to the powers of light and darkness, with which the Reaver had
All the skills.
the way
Yeah, it's like a fucking like a Obsidian like joke character. Like I love it that in it's stupid because the Fallout 3 and New Vegas and Fallout 4 they eliminated the role playing because in Fallout 1 and 2 you could make your intelligence 1 and your character wouldn't be able to respond. Like every time they will give you a choice, it would just be like a fucking like series of like grunts and just noises like a fucking caveman. And people will react accordingly, like, okay, this guy's fucking like stupid, so let's just point him in the direction where we need to like get shit done, and that's it. And other characters, and I remember that in Fallout 2, there was a fucking like super mutant, because in that universe, eventually super mutants start like gaining some sort of humanity and like intelligence, so some of them can like actually like work as a community and. They're companions that you can use. This is... Look at how horrible Kain looks. But one of the super mutants that you meet is like a really like it's borderline retarded, and I think the characters even say so. But once you have like intelligence 1 and you're like talking with like grunts and fucking noises, at that point the fucking like super mutant that is supposed to be retarded actually has like words, because it's supposed to be like a live translation that you can understand. Oh look, I gave them the bloodlust. I made them attack each other. They're confused. That's the superpower. There we go. So now they're attacking me. I don't remember it being this shitty, but I mean, I guess you're right. This is the first time that we've been in like an area this open. Are you gonna turn? Just fucking with me. Ow. Come on, just die. Just die! There we go. That was a very Michael Myers kind of voice impression. I hated that Michael Myers from the new Halloween.
How strange to see this place long before my birth. Centuries before the corruption set in that would poison the land and put me on the treacherous path I still followed. In the future,
Dude, I had a fucking like giant...
be condemned to darkness and decay.
Yeah, rambling. That's what I was gonna say.
And build my empire upon their ruins. Was it still possible that with the right knowledge, the right moves, I might one day see Nosgoth restored, the pillars pure once more? My answer, according to Mobius, lay somewhere to the west of this place. I could restore the world, perhaps.
I feel like smoking all of a sudden.
Nosgoth back her innocence.
This is a great Marlboro commercial. A little quiet, huh? I can fix that. With the magic of editing. There we go. We turn it up. if I was a smoker, I don't know which brand I will like smoke. I only know Lucky Strikes, Marlboros, Bensons, and I think that's it at the top of my head. Maybe I will just do cigars. Oh yeah, Camel. But I would definitely do cigars. I've done the chocolate ones. I like those. Yeah, it's just a little bit of like... oh shit, here we go. A little bit of... what do you call it? Narcotic? It's not bacon, but it is tasty. I always been afraid of cigarettes though. I always just try them a little bit. Every time, like if I just crave for whatever reason, usually like in gatherings. But yeah, the thick ones. Oh fuck, the thick ones. Of course the thick ones. Oh fuck. Fuck. I forgot I have that I'm a Jedi. And I can use... Fight each other. Give me your blood. Fucking camera. Precision every time. Oh! Any horse? Yes. Yeah, that's what I would do. Probably cigars. But I was saying, yeah, I've always been afraid because I always felt like they're highly addictive. Not highly, but addictive to a sense. And I don't trust myself. I'm not like, I don't know, like, I'm afraid of chemicals, I guess. Ooh. It is a very conscious kind of like decision, but I'm just wary. Son of a bitch. Here we go. Come over here. You're a basketball to me. We're the magic b-balls of Nosgood. I consume Quiznos. What the fuck? Okay, it seems I can't change. There we go. I'm tired of your bullshit. What the fuck? There we go. I got through with the telekinesis. Like a young Padawan. It didn't fucking work. So, have you been reading, this is a DH, I guess. Yeah, you're probably not there already. I was gonna ask if you've been, like, if you read any, like, books recently, but I feel like the books that you kind of read right now is more like medical stuff, like shit that you need for school, I guess. I went backwards. No, the H in the mean that I've been finding a joy in buying books that I'm interested in and just reading them. I was never big on physical reading, I guess, literature, but oh.
Ended here, offering only this empty vista. Was this another of Mobius's little jokes, or a puzzle for which I had not yet found the answer?
You dislike reading? Are you shitting me? How do you study? What is this? Oh, okay. When you're talking about studying, but I mean like if you were to read like science fiction, like just a novel, like something like that, can you do it?
This symbol seemed familiar. Perhaps I needed to recover.
But have you ever done it?
Of the balance emblem before I could proceed.
For me, it's kind of weird. I enjoy reading. I think the first book that I read, what the fuck? Which makes me sound like fucking snobbish and weird now that I'm hearing myself like talk about this bullshit. I will always turn my head against people like talking about books and reading and learning. That's not cool. No, actually, it's stupid. It was Jurassic Park. That was the first book that I read. It was a very like big fuck. That's why I read it, I guess. Because it was sitting on my dad's like a bookshelf. Fuck you. And but it was like super thick, and it had like a very nice like hardcover. But and it was in English, so I had a really high curiosity from ever since being a kid, just to like learn how to read it, like English. And so even though I didn't understand it, I would just like flip through the pages and the words, and eventually started learning. Not just with that, but like also because I was watching movies and shit. Ooh, ooh. What would you like to read? Oh yeah, like different passages and shit like that. Is there another fucking like route that I'm not seeing? I was assuming that it was somewhere. Like, why do they show up? And where are they? Very wrong in what sense? Like people that say like, hey, this shit doesn't work, or like this shit stupid. Like, why would I want to read it? Or just interpretations of different passages, because that's the whole point of religion. If that's your point. Like that's why priests and shits like they have their sermon, and it's always an interpretation, a personal interpretation of him according to the verse. I mean, yeah, I mean it's hard to. There's some passages that are very like they're widely agreed that it's like, yeah, this is the actual meaning, as like it's pretty weird for you to like interpret it any other way. Fuck. But no, a lot of the Bible I feel like it can be taken on different directions, like how people like take it spiritually. Yeah, I remember that. Like that's what I'm just fucking around at this point because I don't know what I'm doing. Like I'm killing dudes. My passage ended here. I'll just leave. Yeah, I remember that a lot of people were like, get to Apocalypse and just do that. Because it was like, of course I want to read about the fucking Apocalypse. It's cool. Come on. So I got a stone slab, so I can probably just like explore the rest of the map. And maybe there's gonna be a door or some shit. That son of a bitch. I stepped on water. I actually, the one that I want to read is the Quran. Because I read some of the passages and what the fuck? Okay. Because it's basically the same fucking religion. There's different the only major difference I guess is because Muhammad is saying like, yep, Jesus exists. but he was just a prophet of Muhammad. So Uno reverse, you fuckers. And oh, the Indian is kind of cool. Yeah, when you like start reading some of this shit, it's like very like interesting. But interesting in the sense of it's very like, I feel like it's a lot of like what the Greeks were doing and shit, where it's like this super fantastical like stories and like legends of heroes and shit. So it's like, it's not really for the spiritual kind of meaning, it's more for just the cool stories. But the things that those kind of religions have, I feel like the Greeks or the Hindu, I guess. The Hindu ones are kind of like I said, the spiritual like verses are not that very deep, but their practices are really good, and sometimes practices are way better than words. Just the kind of rituals and like stuff that they have, like how many times they had to pray a day. Which I think that's not Hindu, is the other one. The one with the Quran, I think. Ah, son of a bitch. Is there a map that I can use?
Stone cadaverous laceration.
Cadaverous laceration. Or Kain Tome, shit. I'm almost halfway there. Is there a fucking map? Apparently there's not. There's first person. I'm so goddamn stuck that eventually I'm gonna have to look something up. This is bullshit, man. I don't remember the game looking this shitty. Even the fucking sword is all like flat and without details. Look at that. It's a fucking stick. It's a tube. It's a fucking iron pipe. Dude, fuck this dude. Like, just because I don't want to restart, because I think it's just an emulation thing. Like, I configure something wrong. Ah, son of a bitch. This is where I was with Raziel. But me, I can use this. My telekinesis to create... Ooh! What the fuck? I was doing this effortlessly. Not like 10 minutes ago. Maybe I can... Nope. Ah, fuck, man. My ass was clenched. Oh, like the Quran, like the whole trumpet thing for the apocalypse is also pretty cool. Where you have this fucking little angel that is like besides God all fucking day, all day long. And he's gonna play that fucking trumpet whenever like the apocalypse starts and everyone dies, including himself for some fucking reason. And then it's kind of like up to debate who the fucking, like, is God gonna grab the trumpet and like sound it again? Apparently that's what happens, and then only the worthy and all the bullshit come back to life, and including that angel, because it's the one that's gonna help you like process and account for everything. I'm not really sure what's going on. I want to die. I want to die. I can't. Not good. I picked up a stone that I don't know how to use, that I need to place somewhere. And my soul river keeps turning into a fucking stick whenever I'm 3 meters away. I'll just go opposite of the fucking like pillars. There should be an enemy about what? Hindu gods? Yeah, it's called Ashura's Wrath. It's basically a fucking story. It's called God of War, Asura's Wrath, and Dante's Inferno. Yeah, the seventh. Yeah, that. Well, a lot of like how I got interested in mythology from like Hindu gods and shit like that. It was actually through Persona, because in Persona you use a lot of like gods as like attack Pokemon shit. I don't know if you're familiar with Persona, but that's basically what it is. And it's usually that I feel like that's what like attracts a lot of Japanese and shit. Like a lot of the because the developer and publisher is Atlas, and a lot of their games, Persona, Devil Summoner, Shin Megami Tensei, I feel like that's the allure to the Japanese, because in those games it's always the same trend. The story changes, but it's kind of like around the same around the same fucking like Carl Jung principle of the mind and the shadows and the self and all that bullshit and the super ego. But you also like always use like mythological gods, because that's the whole thing. Like the other world is always like an amalgamation of like people's like hopes, fears, and dreams, and like expectations and shit like that. And sometimes even like they punish themselves and bullshit like that. Oh, here we go. So inadvertently they cause their own fucking doom in a sense. It's always the same kind of story. But not only you use gods as personas, but you also always fight the devil or God at the end. So that's why I was like, yeah, I think I just answered my own question as to why I like those kind of series, because you fight the devil, or you eat demons, or the devil is like your mascot or some bullshit. What the fuck? Oh, that statue is actually better rendered than fucking Kain. There we go. Another checkpoint. Leave me alone, Shadow. The hedgehog? No, sir, it wasn't the hedgehog. Don't be paranoid now. Man, that was a long fucking jump. Of course I knew this was gonna happen. Kain just decides like, I'm not gonna use my hands today. If I see a ledge, I'm not gonna climb it. Because fuck you, I just prefer to turn into a fucking bat. Oh. Is that that's the Sun River? Raziel is gonna be here. Son of a bitch. You didn't attack me all this time, now you attack me? I can keep doing this, right? Okay, no. Well, there's a rune in here in the water that I need to like grab. Okay, it's not in the water. It's like, why are you not grabbing it? It should be pretty fucking like normal. Now I can go. Oh. Because I am the evil intent. Fuck. Oh, okay. He went away. I was like, what's going on? This is pretty bad, Kain. You can do long jumps.
Another fragment of the balance emblem.
Seriously? I got this here?
Endowed with the properties of dimension. Perhaps this would reveal the mystery that lay west of the pillars.
I'm gathering the Infinity Stones at this fucking point.
And there was indeed something there to find.
Elaborate, because Lost Paradise, I've heard it in movies, in games, in books. The Dimension Emblem. It's green like me. It's puke green. Paradise Lost. Okay, no, I'm not really sure. Oh, wow. The story of Satan? What do you mean I watched Lucifer on Netflix? Isn't that the same thing? Ah, fuck. I'm obviously kidding. Oh. Have you seen Lucifer in the comics? And you notice how he's basically fucking David Bowie? Like he's actually designed after David Bowie. I looked into that fucking thing. And the creator from the get-go, he was like, nope. He told the designer, just create David Bowie and show me the draft. And if it doesn't look like David Bowie, just go back until it actually looks like David Bowie. Oh, that was a teleporting Nightcrawler thing that I was talking about. And then I started investigating because I was like, well, I don't remember if David Bowie was actually alive during the production of Lucifer. And he was, I believe. But from what I saw on the stories of the hiring director and like casting director, and the designer, I guess, it was that they were not trying to get an actor that resemble, or he was never gonna be able to find an actor that resembled that kind of image what they had in the comic, because it was basically David Bowie, so they just went the opposite way. But they did make the character a fan of David Bowie, which is fucking badass. Oh, oh, here we go. What the fuck? What bullshit is this? God damn it, soldier. Come on, come over here with your broadsword. Son of a bitch. What the fuck? That was awesome. I got it in the air. Now I can truly play b-ball with my humans. This came from the Lakers, yes. The one book that I wanna that I wanna read right now because I remember it, and it has a game that was based on the story. It's called I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream. I've heard about the game first. Very old school point and click adventure from like 90s or some bullshit, maybe 80s. But I heard it was a book, and I'm not really sure if it's a full book or it's just one of those kind of like H.P. Lovecraft kind of like collections where you buy a book and it has like 5 mini stories on it. But I do want to read it because basically it's basically a story of it's the end of the world. Literally, it's just like there's only 5, I think, humans left, and those humans are being held captive by an artificial intelligence, and they're being tortured basically in different ways, each one. And they're being kept alive by the machine, and the whole story about the thing is that they're just trying to figure out what is it that they're trying to kill themselves to end their suffering, but they can't. So they're trying to outmaneuver this fucking artificial intelligence into dying, well, into killing them, I guess, so that they can get some release. Apparently it's pretty dark, pretty graphic. I'm not really sure where to go. I got the fucking like dimension thing. If I remember right, did I use the stone? They die in the water. Nope, can't use it. My telekinesis is gone. And the other book. Can I Get you out. Ah, come on. I don't know if I like recovered telekinesis like bullshit when okay, so I'm killing everyone just for the sake of it. Maybe I need to go back, which would be dumb, but maybe I do. Do I need to go back to the Starfire Stronghold? Maybe I picked up a pizza and I didn't notice it. Because the end of this path has a monument and it has a pizza missing. Maybe if I use it. If I have it. Ah, my back. Return to Vista with the mention emblem. The Western Vista?
Cadaverous.
Where's my Western? Where's my compass? Fuck it, I guess it's here. Yeah, no, like it literally is a triangle. The giant pizza. This is gonna be hell, man. I've been here before. Like I said, I played these games before. Come over here. Oh! Ah, son of a bitch, at least I got up. I teleported. Kain sang you. Here we go. We got the barrier down. We don't just have to kill the sorcerers. We don't have to actually go through all that bullshit. Yeah, that's the pizza that I got. I thought I was gonna like keep it for my weapon.
This lake, miraculously now cleared away, revealing an ancient citadel. So Mobius had not lied. Or perhaps this was simply another of the
That's Avernus Cathedral.
meant to slow my true endeavor.
Ah. Ah. Fuck it, I was just like dropping everyone. The guy with the broadsword doesn't give a fuck. Fuck off already. Mildly infuriating happens. Mobius the time streamer, he knew. He knew all along, all along, all along. No, I mean, I came here because Mobius, yeah, he...
Vampire hunters, brazen as they were, feared to walk these paths. I knew one spirit haunted this place. Perhaps there were others as well.
Are we in the pillars? Are we following on Kain's footsteps just on the past? Yep, we are. This is what he was like turning with the fucking telekinesis just to get on top. He got the balance emblem from up there. Which makes sense. I guess it's not here. Because he already took it. Where did they come from? Oh, okay, the tents. So how do we get out of here? has the barrier? Hey! I wonder if there's gonna be a Legacy of Kain like Fortnite event. At this point, anything can happen. Fuck off. What the fuck? Who's that? Is that Sanjeev? Is that fucking Ugo? Oh. Is no match against the power of the river. Am I actually like crashing? Because it feels like I'm crashing. Oh my god, I crashed. Son of a bitch. And I even haven't saved like at all. So this game, it is fucking weird. Just turn this shit off. No. Should I save this state? Let's try it out. Maybe it actually fucking like saves it without doing the bullshit. I don't know. Never has happened to me this. This is unique and weird. Let's just restart. Wait, what? Hardware what? I need to fix whatever the fuck is it that I... Restore default. Let's do it that. Let's do it that way. So we want to do... There we go. That's all we want to do. Let's keep it like that. See what happens. Now let's see if we can like load that state. Let's see. Where's my... Of course. Of course it's gonna like actually... He knew. He knew what to do. That cunning snake. Well, at least we know what to do. Wait, what? 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 I know what's going on. Marius, you snake. No, it's because I deleted I put everything on default settings again just to see like if it actually like if my conjecture is right, and I actually like moved some of the settings for other games, but it fucked up Defiance. Nope, it is pretty weird. It's still pretty stupid in here. The graphics and shit. Look at that, that's awful. We're back. It's like the stream never happened. Let's have all the conversations again. The same ones. So anyway, the Quran is pretty cool. Oh. The Bible, yeah. Nah, I know where to go. I know where to go. Where's the... Nope, thing is gone, so we can go. As far as the emulation itself, it's just our Balkan. I think that's it. I'm not sure if there was a lot of stuff that I needed to. So fuck it. We're good. This game is whack. I want to look at the recordings. Like at the actual recordings of the previous streams. I looked at them. I didn't pay too much attention at the character models, but I don't remember it looking that shitty. I feel like I will notice. Just as I'm noticing now. So what happened? How many campaigns are like because I just got to the sun thing and immediately switched to Kain. I got the Valence emblem and immediately switched back to Raziel again, right? Is that what happened? Like I switched twice? Or did I switch once? Say fuck them kids? How so? I heard of a luchador recently that is the one that was basically is the one that inspired Nacho Libre because he actually fought to like give money to the orphans. I'm trying to remember his name. But he then retired. Yeah, the priest. He then retired and became a priest. But where was he from?
At last, the gate yielded to the powers of light and darkness with which the Reaver had been forged. The way to the pillars was open.
Silver King. It can't be Silver King. No, he had some other name. Or maybe I'm thinking of like his actual like name and last name. But I do know that Tekken, King from Tekken was actually a very like strong inspiration. Because I think King is the same shit. Is the guy that with the tiger mask, remember? Yeah, to me it didn't make sense. I was like, it's King from Tekken, I'm sure. But not Silver King. Actually, fuck you guys. I don't know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. I know what I want. The guys don't ignore us.
How strange to see this place long before my birth. Centuries before the corruption set in that would poison the land and put me on the treacherous path I still...
Yeah, I know he's an actual Rezo.
In the future, these edifices would be...
I don't think it's him. It's some other dude. He had a long name.
Would cause their fall
It was a normal name. It was not like
upon their ruins.
Platinum Pussycat or Daredevil or Silver
The
King.
right knowledge, the right moves.
Great
I
Tormenta?
see Nosgoth restored, the pillars pure once more. My answer, according to Mobius, lay somewhere to the west of this place. I could restore the world, perhaps, but never again could I give Nosgoth back her innocence.
Yeah, it's Fray Tormenta, yeah. I know them by Gutierrez Benitez. That's the last name that I heard. I was like, yeah, it's probably dead at this point, right? But yeah, that guy. Because are you familiar with Tekken, like at all? You know who King is, right? The guy with the tiger mask. Because as far as I know, I think like in Tekken 1 and 2 you play as King 1, which is the original King. They're not letting me be. No, I haven't heard of Tiger Mask. If it's like an actual dude replicating King from Tekken. But I do know that like I said, I think the only lore, like most of like my lore from Tekken is very basic. But I know that they use the Frey Storm or whatever for doing that. Because King also fights for orphans in the first and the second game. Are you serious? You didn't get affected by the fucking thing? He fights for orphans in the first and the second game and gives presents to them and shit. Like, I think one of his endings is actually like giving like birthday, well, Christmas gifts to orphans in the snow and shit. But I think he dies. Like, the bad guy from the third Tekken game kills him, and then one of the orphan kids that grows up becomes King 2. And then... ah, son of a bitch. And then there's another third king, but I don't know how that one got around. Son of a bitch. Give me your lifeblood, please. Oh, got him. Fuck. I know there's a Tekken anime where you're talking about the Tiger Mask, dude. So, of course, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Tekken. I'm talking about King. Tiger Mask doesn't exist. Is King. Oh, fuck. I just tried to piss you off at this point. No, I get it. I know what you're saying. I'm just saying Benitez was actually the guy from Tekken because, like, I literally read like an article today where they were quoting the developers and shit. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I haven't heard anything about Tiger King, which maybe is just like a general practice. Like, obviously you're gonna pass down the mask, kind of like what happened to like La Parca and who else? Isn't it El Santo technically? Give me the stone. We're gonna save here, just in case the game decides to shit itself. But how many John Cena's has there been? It's kind of shitty that you can only like realistically do that when you have a mask. You can't really pass down a title like the Undertaker. It's not like there's gonna be an Undertaker 2. It's probably gonna be considered like blasphemy by the fucking like fans or some shit. Exactly, 2 nobodies. Fuck! Two nobodies. It's not John Cena. It's not a Hot Topic. They're not in my merchandise. Where's my WWE hat? With the... oh. Ah. Tell me I grab the mask. It's an old wrestler. Nobody cares about like old wash up wrestlers. I know Hulkamania. I know Hulk Hogan. You're gonna have to take off and nuke the stage from orbit, Hulk Hogan, if you wanna defeat the warrior. Those are Hulk partners, but they're not the Hulk. They're always under the shadow of Hulk Hogan, warrior. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Where the fuck am I? I thought we knew. I thought we knew where we were going. This is not the right way. Hello. It is the right way. Much love. I remember that. Like fucking trend. El Diablo dead, bro. Oh man, this guy's dead. Just fight each other. I'm tired. Oh, you came back. But fuck, I got so much like sidetracked from like all the bullshit. But should probably turn this on now that there's no enemies. I'm gonna turn it on eventually. We can actually do it now. There's no point in waiting. I already watched Sailor Moon. Tuxedo Mask's a cool guy. Fuck you, Shadow. I hate you. I'm not getting confused. You're fucking with me. There's no anime about a tiger.
Another fragment of the battle.
Fuck you, Shadow.
This one endowed with the properties of dimension.
You see, I got a pizza. Then I just got to go back. I'm literally like going back and fucking forth.
If Mobius spoke the truth, and there was indeed something.
Have you watched Bucky? I'll watch Tiger Mask when you watch Bucky. Seems like a fair trade. You son of a bitch! I already did this. Fuck. How many episodes does the Tiger W thing has? Yeah, we can start tomorrow. Oh. And I never actually seen it, like even by accident, the whole tiger thing. Fuck you guys. I'm leaving you guys. I'm having like experience points. I have more than enough eventually. Oh, fuck you guys. You guys trying to ambush me? How is it that you know that Elder Kain is in here? You see me with my fucking like fancy like tassel and banner, and you have the balls to come here and try to kill me? I had the fucking Soul Reaver. 30 plus? So it's not that bad. Kinda like Death Note. I like short animes. I'm trying. Maybe the game crashed because there were so many enemies. It's kind of hard because a lot of those games are, I mean, games. Those stories from Death Note only really work because of the limitations of the time period. Like if Light was trying to pull the shit that he was pulling in there now, which I mean, I'm guessing you read the latest comic, right? Fuck. Where they give you like a taste of how is it, of how like a guy having the Death Note in modern times and how he uses technology, like just regular cell phones, I guess. No, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you always get like weird shit on YouTube of like people reading shit for you. Because you can. You don't have the attention span, so it's like then some guy is like, yep. Yeah, what was flooring in X a lot was just that panel of like the book giving it to Donald Trump at the end. Like Ryuk giving the fucking thing to Donald Trump. But I actually liked the new dude. Yeah, it was done by the original. And it was a cool story. It was a side story where well, not side story, it was a continuation, but
simply another of the time streamer's illusions meant to slow my true endeavor.
they're not gonna let me go. They're killing me. They're killing me again. The fucking archer shot me out of the fucking sky. Is there like a blood urine or something in here? I got blood. I can't block. Do I restore moral health if I grab them directly? It seems like it. I want to dodge him. It doesn't fucking work. Look at that. That's fucking weird. Oh, wow. This guy is savage. Look at him. You know what? Fuck you. Just come in here. I guess you can't fight them one-on-one. You have to use the telekinesis. It's like break their guard. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I had a bit interesting story because the guy basically becomes smart about it and doesn't want to use the death note. He just makes a plan for him to become rich and starts like he posts the fucking book online for sale. And
The vampire hunters
across like every fucking country and shit, and he like takes precautions to like hide his identity and a lot of like technical jargon. But he still dies towards the end. Technically he didn't break any of the rules, but it's one of those bullshit things where he should have won because he got the money, and that's why Donald Trump gets it, because the United States is the one that buys the book and transfers all the funds. But at the moment of sale, he dies because one of the Shinigami like kings or whatever gets pissed at Ryoku, so for doing that shit, and he's like, "Yep, you're gonna have to." Like he basically creates a new rule that you can't sell it, but that wasn't like a thing when the guy was planning and like doing all this shit. So he dies after the fact. It's just stupid. He dies with like a bunch of money on his head. And Ryoko's like, yep, this guy was pretty interesting. He was actually like pretty smart. Give me your soul, mortal. I'm gonna save after this, just because a little bit after this is when it actually like started like crashing and shit. I don't know. I think that they already lost their. I don't think they will, because I feel like they did it as out when they release like chapters like that, and then they translate them, or they get fan translations or bullshit like that. It's because there's not enough support, and they just don't do it. Here we go. This guy doesn't. It's always the fat guy. I forgot that it was the fat guy. The fat guy, like his animation, his death loop for some fucking reason. He's like, it's done. It's weird. So interesting. Let me read this error. Oh wow, the fucking debugger doesn't even like start. So that's where I fucking crashed. My short-term memory didn't allow me to do so. But yeah, it was the fat guy. As soon as he's gonna die, shit happens. So I can just do a save state at that particular fight and go from there. And see what happens. I think I saved with Kain before going into Avernus Cathedral. We've seen this cinematic a bunch of times. Let's see what happens. I took the stone. Do I have the...
This symbol seemed familiar.
Nope, I don't have it. I need to go back.
I needed...
Are you tired of the snow? Are you tired of the snow yet? Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I need to... Like, if it keeps happening, I'll just need to play around with the settings until I figure out what the fuck's wrong with it. And, like, what's causing. Probably Google that specific error and shit. But it's odd. It's weird that I never heard of a... You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, like, Call of Cthulhu. Which is a game that I remember, like going around a lot of crashes. Because it will be like that, where it was like, I will, like, create... I wouldn't understand programming or anything like that back then. So I was, like, trying to come up with theories as to why it was crashing. And then, and my theories were super stupid in the sense that they were like, yep, maybe if I kill, like, this amount of, like, I will enter a room with 4 enemies. And I was like, I need to kill them before, like, 30 seconds. Otherwise it crashes. And maybe it wasn't that. Sometimes it felt like that, like it was a time limit thing. And sometimes it was like, oh, don't crouch into this particular corner. Stupid shit like that. Those were some fun times. Oh. Just fight amongst yourselves, guys. You'll get it done. Can I skip what? Like the whole section? No, because it's like if it's tied to that particular character NPC, is like it's gonna happen. Is that guy like appears a lot. It's just like another enemy type that is gonna continue to pop up. So if it's tied to the particular character model, like he's trying to... From what I could read in the error, it seems like he was trying to access ooh, what the fuck?
Another fragment.
The fucking, like, platform just popped in.
This one endowed with the properties of...
It seems like he was trying to access a file that doesn't exist, which could be anything. Could be like maybe the death animation itself,
And there was indeed something.
the sound file, something. Even as something as stupid as a JPEG. Like his soul leaving his body can animate that, so it just crashes. But we'll see if that's the case. Because if that's the case, then maybe it's... Oh. To file? It was like, we detected that Clippy was gonna show up and was telling me like, yeah, we detected a virus on your on your OS. And I was like, Clippy, what are you doing here? You got out a word? Just leave. Like I said, I don't need all that experience. Maybe I do need that rune though. I got the rune. No, I don't have the rune. You wanna delete Windows.exe? You wanna delete System32? There we go. But yeah, I'm trying to remember like other games like Donkey Kong 64 will sometimes crash on me. Not really sure why. Because well, that game was really heavily reliant on the expansion pack, so maybe the expansion pack, like if it was failing for whatever reason, it will be a problem. Who remembers blowing those as a kid? Among them was Kevin Spacey. Oh. Come on. Fuck. Ah! Here we go. Come on. Uncle. There we go. I was trying to kill him like easily with that. There we go. Alright, I won't be dumb. I'll save it as soon as I go. The camera switch on me. As soon as I enter Raziel. Yeah, I threw them off. I was like, fuck it. Give me your soul, mortal. Got his ass. Once the Reaver is actually aroused, can't be stopped. Can't block it. Skip cinematic. Yeah, I can skip cinematics. I guess I wasn't doing it because I was talking or some shit. 500 years later, in the pillars, Raziel is looking for answers. Skip cinematic. So we can save here. I mean, it's too far still, but we can do it just to be safe. You never know. So let's try it out. It worked. All right. I'm alive. I could potentially skip it. Maybe if I go into the spectral realm. The hunters won't show up in there. It's just if I want to grab that thing, right? Well, I have to interact with this. There's no bodies in here. Yep, it's basically making me go all the way over there. So I'm completely, utterly fucked. What's going on? That's not the body? Oh no, it's the water. Where's the body? Am I stuck? Did I fuck myself? Congratulations, you play yourself. Can climb on the spectral realm. I guess it's on the water. Most likely it's on the water. I guess not. And now I'm stuck in the water. Is there a body here? Am I supposed to go back? I think I wasn't supposed. Did the game didn't know? The game didn't know I could do this. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. As soon as I fucking like did that, immediately the fucking wall came up. All right, let's see what happens. Come over here. Are you gonna come over here? I mean, I can. Can you block in this game? I don't think you can. It's on River 2 you can, but not here. My Reaver is not fully aroused. What happened? I'm gonna save a second save state around here. In the pause menu. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I should kill him a different way or something. Or let him breed. Ah, fuck. Maybe I need to kill the other lady. I'll leave her alone. Didn't kill her. She's not getting closer. That attack always like makes him. The 2 times I crashed, I was doing the penetrate carcass fucking move. Okay, let's do another one here. Because I'm actually closer this time. What are you gonna do, brute? Are you gonna like crash? That sounded pretty nasty. It sounded like game crashing sounds. Sounds pretty weird. Okay. I guess nothing happened. Let's just save. What the hell was that? I mean, yeah. I mean, it was both times. If you look back, it was when I was doing the penetrate carcass thing. So maybe I can try it with another like brute that I find. Maybe some move that I can do with them. Oh no, the Hilden.
These smoldering sconces seemed as though
I don't give a fuck about those guys.
only I had a fire source.
I can light it with light. Of course not. It's weird. Kain can do this too, but I guess I didn't see the wall. I thought I was playing Ninja Gaiden or Prince of Persia. Here you just have to jump. You don't have to use the stick to direct your jump. It always jumps backwards. What is he doing? I think he's opening the door. Alright, let him in. Well, graphics are not going to shit anymore. A little bit. Okay, we got fire, we got cubes. Probably go here. There's something there. Maybe there's a lever. Clue. Alright. That's a fucking 007 James Bond Nintendo 64 sound. When you're selecting the files of the menu. Because they were folders. Maybe I don't need to like open that thing. Actually, I can actually light the fire just with that. Ah, son of a bitch, it has to be closer. So I'm gonna go get the fire reaver on this like shrine looking thing. How sleepy are we? Because to me it seems weird. I slept only like 4 hours yesterday. But I feel fine today. But feels like it's gonna hurt tomorrow, but we'll see. Okay, we turn this on, now we place it on the center, I'm guessing. We can't call it. Not until a significant thing happens today. Nothing fucking happened. Which I guess is the... I mean, I named the stream the mid-game. Which is basically what a mid-game is. But I mean, I feel like I should have been able to like... done more. Just because of the crashes and... other bullshit. I think that's what like... fucked me up the most, right? The crashes? The adios meme.
I saw
Borador.
the mystery of my fate, and in this image lay my first clue. For this scene depicted the forging of the Reaver, the weapon destined to become my prison, and I recognized its maker. The years had changed him, but this was unmistakably the vampire Vorador, and in this era, he still lived. If I could reach him before Mobius's mob hunted him down, he would provide the answers I sought. These images chronicled Vorador's creation. As I already knew, he had not been born a vampire, but had been turned by the infamous Janos Audron. But this mural suggested that Vorador's origins were even more significant. Apparently, he was the first human to whom the dark gift had been passed. This was the vampires' desperate bid to preserve their bloodline, for their enemies had cursed them not only with bloodthirst, but with sterility as well.
Pretty insightful, Raziel. Which is weird because Borador is still alive in this time. Okay, yeah, Borador is supposed to be alive on this timeline. I love the fact that little dialogue in this in Soul River 2, when you first repair the river, and he's like, "Yep, now I can sense it. Like I can sense a soul, a ravenous soul, inside the river that's gone mad for thousands of years of imprisonment." It's pretty fucking sad to see that this actually Raziel, the one that went mad, if he allows himself to become trapped into the river. It's like a genie in a bottle, but a genie in a bottle is always weird because it's like a energy entity. He's not like a human that was trapped in a lamp. So when you have like, when you're a human and you have perception of time and mortality and just general like a finite ending to your life, it's easier to become crazy. What is that? Ah, okay, need to fire river. But yeah, it's one of those things. Like as a human, you don't know.
Perhaps there was some means for me to awaken it.
You get him in Blood Omen 1. In here, I think he pops up at some point, briefly, because you're technically, you get into a time where you're almost running parallel to Blood Omen 1, so you meet him. Okay. You get Human Kain in Blood Omen 1, but yeah, not any other game, no. Besides that one portrait that we saw when we were playing as Raziel on the last stage in the cemetery, and we visited his mausoleum and you saw his picture. As a human noble, he was from a rich family. He was traveling and got stabbed in the heart by assassins. Let's see what we have here. This is what you used to get out. Okay. Here we go.
Approaching the tomb, I was met by the specter of the Guardian himself.
I remember this.
Eternity weighs heavily.
I have a solution.
I bear it in atonement. But your moment of existence has passed. Come and be released.
I have a solution. Is there a soul in here? Fuck. And he's gonna kill my ass. Are you serious? Are you gonna do this? Come on. Now you got two? These motherfuckers don't give me souls. I was about to dodge, but I couldn't cancel the animation. Fuck! If I could have used the combo. One more hit. There we go. That was it. So I think you do more of this. You start killing like past guardians. Where's the body? This is where I came from. Right? Oh, there's another one in here.
I was met by the specter of the Nature Guardian, monstrously deformed since its death.
Technically, these guys are like way.
Creature, for today your spirit will return to the one.
They're like ancestors from the pillars. I will assume that some of these are vampires. Fuck. Leave me alone. Fucking tentacles? Are you serious? Leave me alone. There we go. Do I think what? Fuck yeah, I was concentrated. I think that's all of them. Should only be 2 for each like reaver. I don't know if you get more reavers besides the stock ones. Where's the body? So give me the option to find the body. Here we go. I haven't heard the Elder God at all. We're not in speaking terms. But it's almost the future. He should know. Yeah, I got it. Of course.
As the Reaver absorbed the souls of the Nature and Conflict Guardians, it was imbued with the elemental power of fire with which their principles were aligned. I was now equipped to reach the pillars.
Which we're gonna use to see Ariel. Ariel is supposed to be already a ghost in here. It's not our way to go. I wonder what this is for. Oh, son of a bitch. I forgot. The portal. God damn it. It's been like a stream for like what? Like 3 hours? With just random bullshit? But I finally got the Daredevil season 2. And I'm super excited. I remember it, like I said, being pick television. There should be another. I guess not. Let's just go this way. This is what we were doing. Get that shit out. You light the fire. Well, I'm guessing it stays. Fuck, almost. Okay. I have plenty of time. I just didn't see the fucking pillar thing. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, eventually you start seeing more forges of these because you start absorbing the guardians into the river, the previous guardians. Not the right way. I remember it being downstairs. I'm like twisting the camera in a really crazy manner because I'm trying to find the exit. He will try. He won't be able to do it. I wonder what the power of the river, the fire river is. I'm not sure if this is the right way to go. There's 3 gates. I only remember being in 2. He's up in there. The body is here. The rocks. Seems I'm at an impasse. This doesn't go to the original path. Time to rationalize this whole thing. So I heard of a comic the other day that seemed pretty stupid about Batman, where supposedly he just falls over from the roof and then he dies, and the Joker sees it and it's like what the fuck, and then gets like happy because it's like, oh, okay, so it was that way, fuck. So he's like, oh, okay, like finally Batman is dead. So they start celebrating, they perform their crimes, they do their bullshit, and then he gets sad.
The spirit vessel would not respond in the spectral realm. I had to return to the physical world to use it.
We know this, Raziel, I already got it. And then he like he gets all sad and basically says like, yeah, we didn't kill Batman, he just fucking like fell off the roof like an idiot. And for whatever reason, he gets a job at Wayne Industries, which I'm not really sure who is being run by and how is it that they don't do background checks and they don't know what the fuck's going on. Which also ties into another theory where supposedly Wayne Industries just hires a bunch of jocks and just like bullies and shit, because they need those kind of people to be pushers, kind of like loan sharks and shit like that. I didn't know that was a thing, but apparently that's what happened. Yeah, probably Night Terror Joker, yeah. Yeah, and towards the end they reveal that he has Batman on his closet and he's just like telling him about his day. Because I think he basically climbs over to the top of Wayne Industries, which again doesn't make sense. That's why I said it was stupid. Because he starts climbing through the ranks. And And he just makes it, I guess. But he's hallucinating, no? He's hallucinating the new Batman. Yeah, it's always those like off stories that are kind of like interesting, I guess. Because I'm trying to remember like other like weird shit like that. It's like that bit of like well, like off stories and shit like that. Like there's also not necessarily just a story, but like jokes that you can like see. And that's why I like Twitter and that kind of stuff, because people sometimes they just like insert like sections of comics as jokes. What is Batman Europa? Ah, fuck. I know it's a comic, but I mean, like, what it's in the sense of the story. Fuck. Like, as a quick summary, what's the hook? Fuck you, dude. I'm not playing your games. The cigarettes.
Once again, I beheld the pillars of Nosgoth, crumbling in decay now, following the corruption of the Circle. Here I would find Ariel, the specter of the murdered Balance Guardian, and the last pure, undefiled member of the Guardian Circle. Bound here upon her death, she was doomed to haunt these pillars until her successor fulfilled his terrible duty, and balance was restored.
What manner of creature approaches?
I know you well, Ariel, though you do not yet know me.
I have no time for riddles, strange one.
All you have is time. I have come to seek your guidance.
I counsel only one man, and you are not he. But you will know him soon. The contagion of your kind
Terminator.
is coming to an end.
My kind? What exactly do you think I am?
Your name shall remain unspoken. By our ancestors.
Oh my god, that was loud.
The one who so brutally took my life and set this tragedy in motion. But even now, hope balance will be restored, and your kind will be expelled forever.
You have pinned your hopes on Kain. He will disappoint you.
What can you know of Kain?
More than you could ever fathom.
He will do what he must when the time comes.
By choosing his own death. A sacrifice for the world. You don't know Kain very well.
I know what he is called to do. My faith sustains me.
Is it faith or fear? You know that if Kain refuses the sacrifice, you will never leave here. And you begin to suspect.
I will not hear your poison, fiend.
Grant me the answers I require, and I will leave you to your pathetic delusions.
Ask then.
I seek the vampire Vorador.
To kill him, perhaps, or to join him in death. But for Kain, he is the last of his kind. Mobius's mob has done its work.
My reasons are my own.
His refuge lies in the heart of the Black Forest. And may you molder there together until the end comes.
Okay, so Blood Omen 1 is basically happening at the moment. Young Kain is somewhere out there, killing the Guardians to reclaim the pillars, or to do what he believes is to reclaim the pillars. Yeah, Young Kain, White Kain. Such a rapper name. What about Young Abel? open this? Apparently not. Young Abel, young Kain. If I manage to get away by naming my kids any of those names, I will say that. Young Kain. Then at some point they'll transition to like adult Kain. Or like mature Kain. Oh. I need that shit.
This seemed to be attuned to the
Oh fuck, the air river. I'm still missing the air river. Right? Yeah, I'm still missing the air river. Son of a bitch. What do you think? Should we save state? Now that I'm being forced to kill one of these fuckers. I haven't seen the power of the fire river, so we'll see. Helicopter, helicopter. On fire. I don't want to do the penetrate carcass. They're on fire. I didn't save state. I took a risk. Guess that's the kind of man I am. Oh. Man, he's on fire. There we go. Now can we get it? There we go. It's the key that Kain used. But now he's sitting here. So I'm guessing that somewhere here in the future, the air forge is gonna be there. Look, there's a telekinesis thing in there. A kanji. It means hope. We will pick up theme. Oh shit. We will pick like a topic every day, and then we will just talk and do like 50 minutes to an hour. It's pretty doable. I don't feel like I will have a problem with dead air, which is a term for radio. When there's like big silences and shit like that. For a stream that is like 3 to 4 hours, which is kind of like what we're doing now. Like, yeah, it could be a little bit more difficult, so there's gonna be some dead air. But for like 40 to an hour, it wouldn't be too bad. You could bring guests. Just start bringing guests eventually, not at the very beginning. At the very beginning, you're just trying to do your thing. Oh, okay. You're doing a hypothetical thing. Like, if I could get anyone, like, who will you bring? Like, honestly, like as a first guest, as the dream guest, or what? I would love to get Hideo Kojima just to give him shit. And be like, you son of a bitch, I know you know English. Why are you being so fucking like weird and not talking? And that's what's gonna make my podcast explode. Because no one dares to touch their god, Hideo Kojima, but I would just give him shit. I will bring receipts. And just start giving him like, what the fuck were you doing here in Metal Gear 2? And why the fuck did you do this to the Phantom Pain? And why the fuck is it that you're an asshole to Konami and shit like that? Konami is a pretty like shitty company. But you're not that far behind, man. Like... Oh. Yeah, it's like, why is it that you didn't put this song in the fucking, like, it's the official song of Metal Gear and you didn't put it in? He's all confused and shit. Ah, fuck. Ooh. I made it. Yeah, because Kojima's being fucking weird. Like, Death Stranding 2 is probably gonna be a good game. Fuck. Yeah, I will also bring the Hideki Kamiya. Yeah, that would be like a cool thing. But let's step away from Asia for a little while. If I let's say if I wanted to do something like, oh wow, this motherfucker just like put my ass to sleep. There we go. Soul River 2 fixed a lot of this stuff. No, I wouldn't bring Gus. I will bring well, here's the other thing. Like, you need to bring like you said, like a guest that is actually gonna make your podcast shine. And I don't think Gus will break the internet. So that's what I was gonna say, because I was like, well, if I bring my favorite like person just to talk to or like ask questions, maybe it's not as engaging. So what would you say is your favorite guest, and what would you say is the one that's gonna actually make the podcast better? Ah, son of a bitch, what is this? The Undertaker? That would be interesting, yeah. Like if you get him to talk. He has a podcast where he's the host? Hearthstone. I get it, I guess, but is it running now? Because I will okay, Undertaker is a good thing, but I mean, even then, even if people beat you to it, I'm sure you can figure out questions that no one has asked and shit that you really want to know as a fan. That's something that happens a lot, actually. I feel where you're seeing like an interview of someone that you like or someone that you're just mildly like curious about, but they don't ask the actual like questions that you care about. So that's why I feel like if I feel like if that happens to me, it probably happens to you, and you feel like you could ask like better, interesting questions. Because as a fan, you know what you want.
This one apparently aligned with the elemental power of
I guess that's the problem sometimes with interviews, that the people like making up the questions and shit like that is not like an actual fan. It's just like a writer or someone trying to get stories.
These murals had suffered some damage. Once again, I recognized the vampire's hero, but this scene revealed something new. For here they had also depicted his destined adversary, now partially obscured, who seemed to bear a flaming sword.
MC, yeah, no, and they're not that interesting because they're cool, but they're not. You're not really looking at the actor. It's that thing where you're not separating the fiction from reality. Most people just see the hero, not the actor. So what you see is what you get. It's like not fuck. I play myself. I will say, you can always cheat and say Jesus. I bring Muhammad to the stand. And everywhere the crowd goes crazy. Leave me alone. What's going on? I'm trying to think because I was gonna say like my favorite or like just like someone that I'm like curious about will be at some point I would say Kenny Reese, but they actually asked him some very good questions, so I don't need to know anything about him anymore. Shouldn't I be turning this on? Why is it not working? Okay. Nicolas Cage would be a good one because I could ask him to steal the Declaration of Independence with me. Something that will break the podcast I need to think about.
In winning all, we lost all. In winning what we thought mattered, we lost what truly mattered. But for you, there is a chance.
What chance is that?
The bliss of death. I offer it.
As in football head, Arnold?
Not accept.
Chill. I would I'm actually I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but isn't Billie Eilish also supposed to be like very like hard to do interviews for because she barely wants to do them? So something like that. Eminem will also be cool. He's barely like out there. But he's also been in interviews. I mean, Arnold is cool and all, but he's not exactly like close. Or ooh, son of a bitch! What's going on? Finally, goddamn it! I'm always about to die when I kill these fucking spirits. I'm guessing there's another one somewhere here. That's the elder guy, right? With the tentacles? How do I get out of here? A streamer? It's too fleeting. Yeah, I guess, but like who's like who? I feel like every streamer probably is like pretty open. So it wouldn't really matter that much. Mr. Beach, I've seen that he has like some interviews here and there. Not very interesting. He's like pretty safe. Doesn't have like any which I guess, I mean, he doesn't want to play like that, but yeah, it just doesn't have any like controversial opinions. And I find people like that kind of boring. Come on. Alright. Where's the other ghost? Where's the ghost? That's the one that I went through. This is just... What is this? It's stupid that I can't turn it on. It feels like I should be turning this shit on. Okay. Kanye will be cool. Yeah, he's also very isolated. Barely see the dude. So yeah, that will be interesting. Just to give him a plot. At that point, you don't even have to fucking ask questions. Just invite him and just let him take control. It was like he's gonna go on fucking tangents like crazy. Let's enter here again. Maybe I'm missing something. Yep. Wait, what the fuck? You can claw yourself in the spectral realm? You weren't supposed to be able to do that. Yeah, it's just be you, Mr. Kanye. He starts talking about like random shit or what he finds like amusing. I think the latest I seen him was when someone flew a drone to one of his like penthouse or some shit. And sat like on a tiny, like a dining table that was like very high up on the roof, like on like an outside patio kind of thing. And he was just like trying to swat away the drone, and he got all mad. Which I'll get. I mean, it's a fucking huge invasion of privacy, but people thought it was funny. That was Drake. Oh, okay, shit. What the fuck is wrong with this door? This is not really a door. What about Drake though? Is Drake also like isolated and bullshit? It feels like it should be like doing something, but do another boss fight.
You too share the curse. Submit and be released. Never.
You carry the curse, so we're corrupted as well? That's an interesting interpretation that I never considered until now. Sorry. Penetrate dark carcass. Penetrate. Fuck. We need John. So I turn into Rambo? At this point? Including the Rock, please tell me he told the Rock to fuck off. I hate The Rock, man. I hate The Rock with passion. Such an asshole. Real life, his character, everything. I mean, momentarily, yeah, when he saw that, but I was hoping that he was like gonna turn also. We got all the Reavers and I'm only 2 hours in.
As the Reaver absorbed the souls of the mind and
Oh, watch it.
guardians, it was imbued with the elemental power of air with which their principles were aligned.
Yeah, but Rock is a dick. A bald dick. What are we doing? What is this? Oh, okay, I know what we're doing. Do you think the kid was planted? Oh, I need to turn those shits. Yeah, because I mean, at this point, there's kid actors and shit, but it was like. I always thought that I mean, obviously the wrestling is made for kids, but adults are the majority of the. They're the loud opinion, I guess, out there. Nice, we got this. The hell was that? Now I can light it up. I know, but sometimes people say like, I mean, you're supposed to, at some point, let the kids enjoy it. It's like, don't try to ruin it to your high standards. What the fuck is up with the camera, man? It's refusing to follow me. It's like that thing, like I still find it like amazing that kids still like cry and do all that shit, because it's like it used to be where like it wasn't as easy for them to like prove that it was fake. Nowadays, since they probably get like a cell phone when they're 11, it feels like it's harder to keep the illusion alive, but they still like manage to do it. Or I guess they just get that invested even if it's fake. But to the point of crying, I never seen that kind of thing ever in my life. I never had that kind of passion, I guess, for something. Which I'm confused by. You know what I mean? Like when you were a kid, sometimes you will see like fangirls crying over their favorite like pop star. I never felt anything that intense besides maybe oh shit, the Believers, yeah. No, even like the Bastard Boys, the NSYNCs, the all that stuff was crazy. I remember even seeing at some point I saw like gay dudes like over Spice Girls, and I was like, well, they're gay, so I guess they're trying to emulate what like girls do, so they cry. I'm gonna save it right here, because I don't want this shit to to be the enemy in case this fucking dude like crashes or some bullshit. But yeah, my point is that does it feel weird? I mean, have you ever felt like that, like to that extreme, where you're like, that's why I was saying, like, maybe I get teary up, or like I get like a knot on my stomach or something when I experience something highly nostalgic. Like to this day, I still get goosebumps if I listen to Devil May Cry 1 music, because it's just so fucking good and it brings me back. Ah, fucking combo. Yeah, like sad, but not like tears sad, right? That's what I mean. It's like, it's kind of... Oh, we can go... Oh. Are you serious? They can close off the spectral realm? That's bullshit. Bullshit, you know it. Where's the body? It's probably like in the temple. Am I stuck? Are you serious? You can even do a long jump. It's supposed to be that. Oh fuck! There we go. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, but like I said, nostalgic maybe or not, that kind of stuff. Sometimes I wonder if there's something wrong with me at that point, because I was like, well, it's like football, sports in general. Sometimes I see them, like how excited they get over like watching a game, and I'm like, I can't judge it that far. I get super excited when I'm like playing my own games here, but not to the point of like going super fanboy over it. Is weird. I don't know. I guess I don't get it. Fuck. Because I mean, it's easy for me to get like a fanboy status over something that I'm interacting with. A game is not something that is under my control. I'm just watching it. It's not a term of skill. It's just something that I'm watching. If that makes sense. I'm not crying, yeah. Like shock, yeah. That's an appropriate way to put it, yeah. It's just like a shock. You apply it to yourself. You start thinking about your own mortality. Yeah, a lot of shit happens, but again, I don't get it when like people like faint on concerts. So what the hell do we know? We get excited, but not to the point of fainting. Oh, I guess it's for like people that don't know. I don't know. Just have a low tolerance for shit. You mean the one that was in San Antonio? And do you remember that where that moment was? I remember. I have a distinct memory of you like screaming to the guy that was doing the the drummer. Forget his name. But I remember looking at your face and you were like just looking at him and screaming like a fucking fanboy. It was great because yeah, that's what I mean. It's like I don't think I had that moment yet. So I was like, look at it and I'm like, wow. For you, I felt happy. I was like, it's cool that you can feel that way. And it's like you're really like amped up about the whole thing. And I was amped up for like Metallica. Metallica is like a thing that their whole intro sequence was really cool. Oh, but never that moment, like you said. Here we go. This is where we need to go.
With the Reaver endowed with the elemental power of air, the way to Borodor's refuge lay open at last. If the old vampire still lived, he alone could tell me.
Yeah, it's a good memory. The core memory is that
when the Reaver was forged.
me, I just remember like, my point of view because I was like to your side, to your right. And you were like, you were not looking at me, obviously. You were like looking at the guy at the drummer and you were like screaming because he was doing that thing where he's gonna drop, he's gonna throw the sticks, I guess, or we want to call them. And I guess you were trying to get his attention or something, but I was just busy taking pictures. But I remember looking at my point of view, like just looking at your side of your face, looking the other way, like screaming. It was pretty cool.
So I arrived at the citadel of my
And I also still distinctly remember
abandoned since their extinction eons.
how you were just like in the ground,
Still held the
being
wisdom
held by some dude.
Here,
He was holding one of your arms and I was holding the other, and you were just like giving up
thought he was, or hoped he would be.
because your legs were so tired, and it just felt good that a lot of people fell on top of your legs, so it was kind of like a massage.
For it was my destiny, not Raziel's. My role as scion of balance, whose secrets I was here to discover.
Here's where we can leave it. Because I don't want to like sleep too late. Because it's gonna suck. It felt good. I can imagine. It was pretty dope. But their whole intro, I can still remember it, and I've been trying to find a gift of that. The Hardwired to Destruct cover. I still really like that. Because it's basically their faces melted together. And I remember then when they open up with Hardwire and that whole drum solo, when they had that thing where it would show up on the screen like each of their faces, but they were like, the transition was them morphing into the other one, but it's all like red and white and black, and it looked pretty fucking cool because of like how it went with the rhythm of the drums. So that just lives rent free in my memory. I can never forget it. Blew my mind. It was weird. Of course, also the section where they were just doing the big drums. That was also cool. Yeah, hopefully that in a good one, not where like he cries on stage or dies or do something stupid. Because I heard that he's been doing that a lot, where just gets sentimental on the. Oh, look at them graphics. It's a pre-rendered cutscene. I don't know. I haven't checked actually. I think it might be just the Alamo Dome. This is the biggest one. It's either that or the Boeing one. But we're by shit.
Helicopter!
I love it. I love helicopter. But yeah. It seems like we're probably gonna have to do maybe 2 streams more and that's it. We're almost in. We basically got all the fucking thing. Like Kain already has like half of the like emblems. Raziel has all the reavers. He just has to go to Borodor's house. He does some puzzles, and then he comes back. Kain goes here to the Sarafan stronghold and leaves to Avernus Cathedral, and that's it, I think. So Raziel goes from Borodor's mansion to the cathedral as well. We'll see. Because technically you're solving puzzles in tandem, where you're doing it in the past as Kain, and then you're doing it in the future as Raziel. But anyway, it's 1:30. You probably take a rest. Relax. Take it easy.
I guess we'll see you next time on the land of Noshgard. Hopefully it won't suck next time and it's not gonna freeze. It's a good time to stop, yes?
My precious is eternal, Raziel.
This is the spot where he says it. Made it freeze? Too much snow? Yeah. But good night. See you later. Now I'm getting tired.